Strange Facts You Never Knew, Part 51. Lake Natron, the Lake of Death, petrifies the unfortunate creatures that fall. Located in northern Tanzania, Africa, Lake Natron is one of the world's famous lakes, with magical beauty and a bright red color. However, this place is even better known as the Lake of Death. The reason the lake has such a deadly name is that for thousands of years, any animals that stumble into the lake have had their bodies petrified in a short time. Lake Natron is very hot. The temperature of the lake can rise to 60 degrees Celsius in the summer. Despite being so hot, this is an ideal paradise for cyanobacteria. In general, cyanobacteria carry different pigments, but in Lake Natron, their pigment makes Lake Natron red like a blood lake. Oddly, the rain at the Lake of Death is mostly phantom rain. It evaporates before hitting the surface. The strange fact is that only flamingos can live on the lake. Bacteria in the lake kill most birds without affecting the flamingos. Strange Facts You Never Knew, Part 52. Did you know that there is a skeleton lake hidden deep in the Himalayas? It is called Rupkund Lake. In 1942, on the shores of Lake Rupkund, located more than 5,000 meters above sea level in India, a ranger discovered hundreds of human skeletons and skulls. As the snow began to melt, more skulls were seen at the bottom of the lake. Originally thought to only contain about 200 skeletons, the ice gradually melted to reveal up to 800 skeletons. In 2019, researchers took 38 skeletons from Lake Rupkund for DNA analysis, and the results were surprising. The results showed that the dead came from 3 groups with genetic differences. The strange thing is that they died in at least 2 waves, about 1,000 years apart. There are many mysteries about why so many bodies were brought to the lake. Some argue that it was because they were caught in a storm, or that they were victims of an epidemic, even due to the wrath of Nanda Devi, a nearby mountain goddess. Strange Facts You Never Knew, Part 53. The extinction event of the dinosaurs is still not the most terrible extinction event. The biggest extinction event in history is the Permian-Triassic extinction event, or the Great Dying. It occurred approximately 252 million years ago, marking the boundary between the Permian and Triassic periods. During the Great Dying, an estimated 90% to 96% of all marine species and around 70% of terrestrial vertebrate species were wiped out. The reason is due to the continuous eruption of volcanoes. These eruptions released large amounts of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide and methane, into the atmosphere. This leads to the volcanic winter period. At that time, carbon dioxide invaded the entire ocean and reduced the amount of oxygen quickly, leading to the mass deaths of countless creatures due to a lack of oxygen. However, life still exists. Over millions of years, the Earth gradually recovered, paving the way for the rise and dominance of mammals. Strange Facts You Never Knew, Part 54. Maybe the giant sea monster is real. In 2017, a submersible for gas exploration, while on a mission at a depth of 830 meters on the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea, accidentally discovered a giant skeleton up to 30 meters long. The strange thing is that the skeleton does not match any marine species on Earth today. Many people think it is a whale skeleton. However, whales have up to 3 branches on their spine, while this creature has only 2. The submersible tried to collect the skeleton for study, but it seems to have long decayed and become too brittle. So when the robot's hand touches it lightly, it immediately crumbles. Maybe it's a sea monster that humans have yet to discover. Or maybe it's a prehistoric creature that hasn't gone extinct. This proves once again how little we know about the ocean. Strange Facts You Never Knew, Part 55. There is a monstrous life form that is no different from the alien life forms that exist right here on Earth. These are diatoms. They are small in size and have a body covered by an extremely delicate glass shell. Diatoms are extremely diverse. Estimates of the number of diatom species range from 100,000 to 2 million. Because the shell is made of glass, diatoms easily absorb sunlight to turn carbon dioxide into oxygen gas during photosynthesis. They produce about 20 to 50% of the air we breathe each year, more than the world's largest forest, the Amazon, produces. They live everywhere, from rivers and lakes to oceans, almost everywhere in extremely large numbers. And you know what? Diatoms are of Jurassic origin, with fossil evidence suggesting they have been around for at least 200 million years. It is possible that aliens can exist in many different life forms. They can have a glass shell like diatoms or a metal shell, even in some form unknown to humans. Strange Facts You Never Knew, Part 56. Did you know seahorses are a species that do not have teeth or stomachs? Indeed, they use their long snouts to suck up small crustaceans and plankton. and they have to eat almost constantly. In addition, the male seahorse is the only animal in which the male becomes pregnant. This unique feature sets them apart from most other animals. Seahorses possess remarkable eyes, each capable of moving independently, granting them nearly 360-degree vision. They are also masters of camouflage, having the ability to change color to match their environment, helping them to hide from their enemies. Their tails act as both an anchor and a tool, allowing them to attach themselves to underwater structures with ease, even to hold hands with their lover. Although seahorses have the word horse in their name, they are not as fast as you might think. They move at a leisurely pace of about 0.5 to 1.5 meters per hour. Strange Facts You Never Knew, Part 57. This is why you absolutely should not stand near a dead whale. When a whale dies, its internal organs begin to decompose and produce large amounts of methane inside its body. But because the whale's skin is too thick to prevent this gas from escaping, it creates a gas bomb waiting to explode inside the whale carcass. The explosion had a speed of up to 72 kilometers per hour and shot the mixture of whale carcasses more than 50 meters away. The power of the explosion is extremely terrible. If you stand nearby, you can face serious injuries or even lose your life. There was a case in Taiwan where a whale carcass was transported on the road when it suddenly exploded. Nearby houses, cars, and pedestrians were immediately covered with a mixture of whale carcasses. In 1970, the carcass of a whale was deliberately detonated by a group of people with explosives. As a result, a nearby car was also damaged by the explosion. Strange Facts You Never Knew, Part 58. Ming the clam is the oldest animal in the world. In 2006, off the coast of Iceland, a group of marine researchers stumbled upon a unique clam during a routine seabed examination. Scientists have named it Ming. After the discovery, scientists counted the number of rings on the inner shell and discovered that Ming was 405 years old. Unfortunately, the scientist counting Ming's age accidentally killed it while researching. However, after 7 years, scientists re-examined the crust with more precise techniques and found that Ming was born in 1499. This means Ming's age is up to 507 years old, officially making Ming the oldest animal in the world ever recorded. At 507 years old, if Ming can travel around the world, it will witness many events in history. For example, Da Vinci began to paint the Mona Lisa, or the Eiffel Tower construction began. Strange Facts You Never Knew, Part 59. There is a species of prehistoric monster capable of killing even the super shark, Megalodon. It's the macroscopic sperm whale, Leviathan melville, raptorial sperm whales. It has a super weapon that is a huge set of teeth. Leviathan's teeth measure 36 centimeters long and 10 centimeters wide, and is the largest bite tooth of any known animal, with the exception of the tusks. Leviathan has a body length of 13 to 17 meters and weighs about 45 tons. Making it one of the largest predators that ever existed. And you know what? Its skull measures up to 3 meters long, along with its terrifying jaws that look like a tyrannosaur. More dangerous is that Leviathan lives in herds. They are smart enough to know how to hunt together as well as combine to defeat the ill-fated prey. Interestingly, Leviathan and Megalodon lived at the same time as the Miocene epoch, about 13 to 5 million years ago. And the possibility that they have encountered each other and become enemies of each other. They even eat each other. Strange Facts You Never Knew, Part 60. Megalodon, the ancient ocean giant assassin. Its scientific name is Otodus megalodon, which means big tooth. It is a species of mackerel shark that lived about 23 to 3.6 million years ago, from the early Miocene to the Pliocene. Megalodon was one of the largest predators that ever existed, with estimates showing it could reach up to 56 to 67 feet, 18 to 21 meters, in length and weigh up to 60 tons. Megalodon possessed a large jaw and an extremely powerful bite force. Its bite can generate a force of up to 40,000 pounds, much stronger than any known animal, including T-Rex. Megalodon's teeth could be up to 7 inches, 18 centimeters, long, thick, and strong, designed to grab prey and break the bones of ill-fated prey. The Megalodon shark is a cold-blooded killer in the ocean. They mainly eat large marine mammals, such as small whales and dolphins. They also eat their own kind, right from their mother's womb.